Alright, so look, I like horror movies just as much as the next guy. I love a good scare and I love a good plot. But whenever I watch some of these movies, I just have to sit and think to myself, are they trying to give me nightmares, or do they want my blood to boil up to the point I will beat the brakes off these niggas? Like, let's sit down and talk. Sometimes I'm not even watching a horror movie. I'm just on YouTube being a bum and watching dead meat. But when I'm watching the kill counts, I just sit there and look at the characters like, are you serious, bro? This is how you're gonna go out? This is how you want to end your legacy? Dying to a nigga like this, who you can easily mink in a situation? Especially a nigga named Pennywise. Like, come on, bro. And if your first instinct is to go in my comments and say to me, Pennywise is a demon, you can't fight a demon. I watched like what, 6-7 kids just beat a demon ass because he didn't want to take his chances. Watch them fully grown up. When they couldn't even beat his ass, he still lost to them because they said mean words to them, bro. Let me tell you something. I am a Black Ops 3 member. I am a Call of Duty member. I am a Rainbow Six Siege member. I am a FIFA member. The things that will fly out of my mouth will have not only killed Pennywise, but if he's a species, that entire species is extinct, bruh. Now, don't get me wrong. I love it. That's my favorite horror movie right there. You know what I'm saying? That's cinema. And Pennywise, I'm shitting on him right now. Pennywise has it in Fear Tactics, and that's where he got me fucked up at. You have all these fear tactics, and even in the second movie, you're able to kill without said fear tactics, or you can do literally whatever the fuck you feel like. How are you just able to just lose to certain niggas like that? You caught a body in the final scene of the second movie, and then you still lost the mean words. Like, my nigga, you couldn't just do the exact same shit to all of them. Mean words is your kryptonite, bruh. And the way I see it, that nigga Pennywise is just a D1 rage baiter, bro. He does the most outlandish shit just to get into people's head. The Dead Lie scene is one of the craziest scenes I've seen in like a lot of movies.
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
What? No, you right. I was dick riding.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta calm down with that shit.
It's just like, bruh, none of that shit's working on me, bro. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. I seen some stupid shit on the internet. Whatever he wants to perform to me is not worth it, bro. It's not working. I am a healthy black male who loves Jesus. Whatever that nigga got for me does not work. Now, Friday the 13th is debatably, not even debatably, it's probably the most iconic horror movie franchise of all time. It's spanned for like almost 50 years, and people know exactly the famous murder of Jason Voorhees. And you're gonna think, man, don't think you can beat fucking Jason Voorhees. And don't worry, I don't think I can beat Jason Voorhees. But I sure as hell will punch the fuck out of his mom. Pamela Voorhees is basically the mother of Jason Voorhees, who goes around in the first movie killing around the camp counselors because of what happened to her son like a couple years back and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, she's kind of creative with her kills. But, you know, nigga, if I see Pamela Voorhees in the woods and she coming towards me, because, like, let's be honest, you're in the woods, you're gonna at least crack on some fucking leaves. I'm a very superstitious person. If I hear the slightest of noise, it could be an animal, it could be literally anything, and I'm hightailing my ass out of there. But I'm gonna look around. Let's be honest, yo old ass is not that stealthy, bro. Them niggas were just blind off the booze. I don't drink. You're not getting away from me, bro. If you think you're gonna run up on me with that baby ass knife, bro, you got another thing coming, nigga. The best option is she gonna have to kill me with that crossbow, because I'm not gonna lie, her and Jason are lethal with that damn crossbow, bro. They could have went pro with that shit. They could have been in the Olympics. I don't know. Now for the last movie, I'm gonna go for a movie that's a little bit more on the darker side. We are talking about horror movies, but this movie kind of has me thinking a bit because of how realistic of a possibility this is. And this movie kind of gives me a little bit of ick, but thinking about it still, I would not give a fuck, because these are regular ass people, and I'm talking about The Strangers. It could be the first or second one. Okay, no, I have not seen the second one. I'm gonna just go off the first one, just the first one. So The Strangers isn't that high of a horror movie, but basically it's about this newly wedded couple, I'm pretty sure, who goes into their house after the wedding or reception, honeymoon, whatever it is, and they're going to celebrate. Then for like the next couple of hours, they're terrorized by like a group of people constantly like, you know, harassing them and then like plotting out their murder. And every now and then they end up getting into their house, terrorizing them, and then at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, they like get captured and tied up, and their main motives is because they just fucking wanted to. Yeah, these are some real evil spirits that we're dealing with here. However, watching the movie, there is a lot of times where they could have simply got killed like immediately. I'm not talking about the couple being haunted, I'm talking about the dickheads who were chasing them down. Now, I just had to fact check myself. They in fact were not married at all. They were just a couple or a failing couple. So it really starts off with one of the home invaders being a girl coming around every now and then asking if someone's there, you know what I'm saying? And she does this about 2 or 3 times. This is just key because she's trying to see what's and who's inside the house, and gets like 2 other people with her, basically inside of where what's in the house, where things are in the house, and who's in the house basically. And I feel like the second time she came in asking would have just been a sign. I would have told you, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have called the cops. I definitely would have called the cops. Even if it's not my house, if something like that happens, I feel like I would have no place to be in there, and I probably would just dip. Now, in any case I can't dip, there is a scene where a dude has a gun. I'm not sure if it's a shotgun or just a loaded pistol, but he has a gun and he can defend himself. But somehow the nigga is trigger happy and kills the only person in that movie willing to help them. I'm just saying, these motherfuckers deserve to die. Anywho's, if that was my gun, if I had possession to such artillery, I'm blasting the fuck out of them, no questions asked. If I see you come through the door again, I'm just gonna blast you through the fucking peephole. And the nigga who's there all the way in the back trying to see what's in the house, they can just see your brain getting splattered. Simple as that. Okay, that's going to conclude for today's video topic. I just want to thank you for all the support and views I'm getting on one of my recent videos. I am finishing recording this on March 31st, and I'm seeing all the support y'all are giving me, all the like hype. It's real good to like see something like this, and y'all have no idea how happy to see that like I'm getting recognition, or you know, people are enjoying the content I'm pulling out. It's real good, and I feel real blessed to have this opportunity, and I hope I can continue making more videos without being a sad sap, you know what I'm saying, getting too yappy. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna try to pump out the next video after this and be interesting. See you later.